Deuce mom. Kevin Hart has a dark daughter, and he said he don't like dark women. Well, how the hell did he have a dark skinned daughter? I seen his daughter's mom. Like they all look more or less to have the same skin tone, maybe a couple of shades different. But yeah, his little dark skinned female jokes. I'm like, shouldn't Kevin Hart have been canceled for those jokes? Like, really? But you know, I don't know. I don't know. This crazy thing is Kevin Hart probably he has like a lot of black women who support him. So I got to side eye black women too. Like, why are you supporting this nigga? Let's see. Gilbert Arenas too. The fact we are talking about this is sad. Yeah, I think that this shouldn't be a topic of discussion. This shouldn't have even happened. But the thing is, it happened, and it did, and it is a topic of discussions. You know, Deuce mom, yes, colorist. My light one is treated better, in my opinion, but they look exactly alike. I snap on people, shaking my head. It's rude. Yeah, yeah, but you know, you're noticing that with boys, so I know with girls, it probably is even worse with the girls though, because the women are well, the girls, they're it's so much placed on the way that they look, you know. Like honestly, like if you you could be the most accomplished woman in the world, but if you don't look good, you ain't nothing. Shit. Cheryl DeVos. I think that's how you say your name. The darker one is always told they're the meanest. Honestly, I don't really think that's like 100% true, to be honest. There are some light skinned, like, mean, bitchy women out there, definitely. Maybe it's considered cute when they do it. I don't consider it cute, but maybe people are considering it to be cute. Um, I don't know. I know in grade school, honestly, I think a lot, not a lot, but some of them did kind of have kind of a little bit of attitude, bad attitudes. Um, Nation TV. My grandmother was colorist. I love her to death. Dark skinned old woman. Would dote on the light skinned kids, and not so much with dark skinned kids. Hmm. Hmm. Wow. I hate when that happens. I hate when colorism comes from the family, you know? Not that I like it when it comes from other places, but I think when it comes from the family, I think that's when it stings more. Has like a, it has more validity, unfortunately. And I think it is more, it becomes more ingrained and it just becomes a bigger factor than it should be. Thankfully, I was raised in a family that was not colorist, for the most part, at least. But thankfully, I wasn't. Um, and sometimes I'm like, I know it's kind of a little odd, but sometimes I'm thinking like, well, why was I spared? You know, to an extent, like and sometimes thinking that it wasn't fair to be spared. But I usually just say and think like, well, since you were spared, then just help continue the conversation, help push forward the narrative on colorism conversations. Because I think, it's like if you were rich and other people were poor, then, just use your privilege of being rich to help people who are poor. Sweet. Kevin should be canceled because he's not funny. I guess he needs to hire some new writers. You know, I heard people write his jokes for him. Deuce Mom. Kevin been canceled by me, and I'm from Philly. 100. Jane Doe. I agree. Sweet. Unfortunately. Deuce Mom. Men gotta look good too. The light men are desired for acting roles. The thing is, you can be a Kodak Black or a Lil Wayne and be dark skinned. But I don't think you can be the female equivalent of a Kodak Black or a Lil Wayne and have success. I don't see that. For the most part, I don't really see that. I guess maybe Leslie Jones would be the closest thing. But think about it. And that's probably why they got so much animosity towards the dark-skinned women themselves, the Kodak Blacks and the Lil Waynes. Because they look ugly. And they want to just, take their anger out on someone because they mad that, they came out looking like they do. But I'm sure somewhere there's some black women out there that's going to be talking about what great black kings Lil Wayne and Kodak Black are. We got to protect the black king. Cynique. I think that's how you say it. It starts with the family. But my parents were woke and they taught me to love my melanin and taught me about the slave mentality that some black folks have. Well, you were blessed, Sanique. You were blessed to come from a family like that. It's just, unfortunately, that everyone doesn't have that,